What's up, guys? Sorry it's been like a week since we have posted anything. I know some of you are wondering where we have been. I actually had some changes come up in my personal life, and I've been kind of getting that figured out the last few days. It's nothing bad. I'm actually very excited about it. Got some big changes happening, and hopefully I am ready for them. You guys will probably learn more about that sometime in the future. But as you guys have seen, almost all of the cars are running and driving, and it's pretty wild. We almost don't know what to do with ourselves. The only vehicles that are not currently running and driving are the jet boat and Wyatt's race truck build. So we got a couple updates on the jet boat here that we're gonna just kind of briefly show, just a couple wiring things that we've been working on. And today's video is going to be mostly about Wyatt's Duramax race truck build, because we got some stuff in for it, and I know he is really excited. So we're gonna be making some progress on that thing and go from there. But bear with me, boys. Sorry about these changes that have come up. Like I said, you guys will probably learn about it at some point. I just don't know when I'll talk about this stuff, and that's gonna be happening here this weekend. I actually have to go back to Colorado and take care of some things. But we'll be back, and we got some projects lined out, and we got some content coming up for you guys here soon. So I apologize, but let's get into today's video, boys. We're getting some work done on the jet boat. Wyatt's over here wiring away. Yep. And I don't think we've told anyone what engine management it's going on. I'm not sure. Yeah. But it's no secret.
They should know the deal.
She
Same
is
as all the others.
She is getting a fuel tech. We're putting a freaking fuel tech ECU on our mini jet boat build. So right now Wyatt's working on the harness similar to how we did the Rousey, almost identical to how we did the Rousey, except without the bulkhead.
Yeah, no bulkhead, just one continuous length of harness. Any chances of getting or keeping any extra place we can keep water out of the harness, better. So this one we're just doing solid connection. And it's not like we're gonna be pulling this in and out all the time, so we don't really need that quick connect on it.
Yep, so this is just a K-tuned tuck harness, same one that we had on the Rousey, and Wyatt cut the ends off that would normally go to a K-series style ECU, like a K-Pro or just a factory K-series ECU, and he is rewiring all of that to a connector that will go into the back of our fuel tech. So, as you can see, there's a lot of wires on the ground there. Glad I got wet, because this is what he's good at.
A lot to do, but pretty straightforward stuff, and you know, we love our fuel techs. They're really hard to beat. They just work.
Yeah, plus
ain't hard to do. So
plus the fuel tech unit itself is water resistant, so it's gonna work out perfect for the jet boat. We don't have to worry about putting our ECU in a nice sealed compartment, because we can literally just mount the ECU right to the dash where it's going to be and not have to worry about it getting wet or water splashing on it. If you guys are thinking about that, it is a completely sealed unit, so it is perfect for outdoor use as well. I mean, you could probably run a side-by-side on one of those things, drive it underwater, and probably be good to go. So they're pretty stout little. I'm not
underwater.
I'm not confirming they can go underwater, but they're water resistant.
Yeah.
But I bet it could. I wouldn't be surprised.
Sinks, I'd be a little worried, but if it gets
we'll turn her into a freaking submarine, dude.
For real. But yeah, I don't know what their actual water resistance rating is, but
yeah, we'll have to look that up.
It is water resistant. I just don't know if it's waterproof.
What you got going on over here, Whit?
Buddy, big moves on the truck today. Right now, working on the water box, getting this little plate welded in here so I can mount the pump inside the tank. Got this part all built up last night. Nice billet cap for it and everything. Get this thing all welded together. Did all the modifications to the fuel tank. And then all I gotta do is get these welded up, paint them, and then they're going in the truck, dude. The fuel pump, and a whole bunch of other stuff that's showing up this week.
You wanna show them how that pump kind of rests on that plate right there?
Yeah, so this guy just sits right in here, just like that. And then it'll have a little fitting that comes over here, a little hose to match them, and then it'll go to a 16 AN, and then that will feed our water-to-air intercooler.
Yeah, Whit's knocking out a completely custom water box here.
Yep, wanted it to kind of match the fuel tank, so it'd be a lot easier to just buy one, but you know me, doing everything the hard way.
So as you guys just saw, Wyatt just got this water box made for his race truck here.
Yep.
That is going to be feeding a water to air intercooler, which actually just came in. You guys will get to see that just a second here. I know Wyatt's very excited about that.
Fancy unit.
Been waiting on that guy for a minute.
Yep.
But the water to air is here, and he just got his water box made that completely from scratch, and that is going to be going next to this 10-gallon fuel cell right here.
Yeah.
Which is just a universal 10-gallon, kind of like the one we run in basically everything at this point.
Yep.
But he had
a couple modifications to it.
Yeah, a couple extra bungs on there.
Yeah. So these guys are gonna sit in the back of the truck just like that. So I made it to match. So they look kind of good back there together. And yeah, water box is good to go. Did a nice billet lid. Got our rule 1,500 gallon per hour pump in there. Made it all nice and self-contained because I don't really like the pumps on the outside of the tanks. So give that a try. Hopefully it's enough to feed the massive water to air intercooler and the amount of boost we're going to be running through this. Hopefully it's enough to keep it all cool.
Yeah, that's going to look real nice back there. And while we're talking about the fuel tank and fuel system, we're going to start getting into all that stuff. He has some goodies in this box right here.
Yep.
That's going to be powering this beast.
Yeah, so diesel's a bit more complex fuel system than most of the gas stuff you're used to, but just kind of giving you a brief overview, we reached out to our friends over at AirDog, and they hooked us up with one of their brand new 5G lift pumps. What's really cool about these is they have built-in boost reference pressure rising deal. No other aftermarket lift pump on the market offers that built-in. So really nice unit, keeps it really nice and contained. This thing will actually flow 220 gallons per hour. So moving quite a bit of fuel.
That's a lot of diesel.
A lot of diesel. Built-in fuel filter.
That's going to be pricey.
Yeah.
What is that in dollars per hour?
I know. I was like, oh, well, the diesel's cheap and readily available. Went to the gas station.
The price of diesel
like
is
$5.20 right now.
Going up right now. Did you say 200 gallon?
Yeah, 220 gallons per hour.
220 gallons an hour, so that's a lot.
That moves a lot of fuel. So
it's over $1,000 an hour, I'll tell you that.
Very expensive. I know that people have made over 1,700 horsepower with only a single one of these lift pumps on the truck, so they're very capable. It's going to be plenty for the old Duramax here.
Let's take a look at that thing.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get her out the box here. Obviously, I've taken it out a little bit, so everything's a little bit scattered around. Draw straw for you guys that are going to be installing it on a factory truck. All the paperwork. Wiring harness, pretty nice deal. All the hose comes with.
All the hose.
All the hose. We're going to be running AM line, but they do include that. And then here is the unit itself. And as you can see, this is the part that I was really happy about is the built-in regulator. So you can add boost pressure to this and it will actually increase the pressure that the pump is supplying to the CP3 pump. So really nice unit, all built in. Like I said, you can make other ones work in the same fashion, but this is the only one built in, and it's really nice not having the extra clutter in the back of the truck. So the pump, all your accessories, mounting brackets, all that stuff comes with it. So really looking forward to trying that thing out.
Oh yeah, dude. You know, I don't know much about diesel stuff, but what are these guys right here? Are these filters?
These are filters.
Okay.
So this is a big water separator, and then this is their, I believe, like 5 micron fuel filter. So that's the biggest thing on diesels, clean fuel.
Very important.
Very, very important. I think a hair follicle is like 10 micron, and that's enough to plug an injector. So you got to make sure to keep it really filtered.
Nice. Yeah, those basically just look like oil filters, but
yep,
for fuel.
Yeah, big unit. So it's all coming together, man. Fuel tank's about to go mounted or get mounted. Water box, fuel pump. Now we can start working in the engine bay because we finally got our intercooler.
Yeah, let's go take a look at that thing real quick. Any reason you got the bedsides on? It's looking nice.
What the tanks and everything look like back there mounted. Making sure I can get to them. You know, if I have leaning over the beds, you got to be able to get to your fuel tank.
Making sure it looks aesthetically pleasing as well.
You know me, very OCD about how everything looks.
Yes, you are.
And then we have this unit. Buddy, we've been waiting a minute for this guy to come in. So
dude, that thing is big fancy.
Very expensive. Ordered it November of last year. And she's here. But I'm not even mad. Like, it's just a solid unit, bro.
Yeah, that thing's sick.
Yeah.
That's basically the same one that's in the back of the NSX.
Yeah, pretty much the same. This one's from No Corners Cut Fab. This is their 2,000 horsepower core. 3.5-inch inlets. Pretty cookie cutter setup. Like, you can just go right on their website, order the same one if you want to. But yeah, freaking awesome unit. And Yeah, been waiting to do everything up front of this truck because I needed to know where this lived before we can start doing the turbo kit or radiator or any of that stuff up here. So now this is here, engine bay is gonna start getting a lot more complete very fast.
Oh yeah, dude, that is freaking sick. Where's that thing gonna sit in the engine bay?
It's gonna be over here. So like we showed you guys last, the turbo's gonna be up front of the engine, and then this guy's probably gonna sit right over here somewhere. And we're gonna have our charge pipe come in from the bottom from the turbo, and then this one's gonna probably come over here to the intake. And whether this faces the other way when it's done, I'm not quite sure yet, but something like that. Charge pipe over there, charge pipe up there. Pretty simple setup.
Oh yeah, dude. That's gonna look sick.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
It's coming together, boys.
Slowly but surely.
And the interior is looking much more complete.
I was gonna say,
Well, at least with the pedals.
Yeah.
Got a brake pedal and a gas pedal, which is a drive-by-wire.
Yep.
So that is gonna work awesome.
Yeah, I'm freaking waiting on Stash Auto. They are making the brake lines for the truck. So honestly, here in about a week or so, should have pretty complete brakes on the truck. So all that little stuff starts adding up to a truck that's ready to run and drive.
Hell yeah, dude. This thing's gonna be freaking sick.
Excited.
Well, I guess go ahead and get that fuel cell and water to air mounted up, or the water box.
Yep, get that done, and then we'll start working on this stuff up here.
Turbo kit will be next.
Yep, I'm excited. It's gonna be sweet.
Check that out. Well, I just got his fuel cell and water box mounted up. Just ran a bar across the back here and then have a couple little bars coming off of those guys with some nuts welded in there. Sitting in the back of the truck here.
Turned out pretty good, man.
It's looking
making
good.
progress.
And then the lift pump is gonna go right next to all of that.
Yep.
He mounted them just a little offset so he could have some room right here for that guy.
Yeah, I think this is gonna get mounted kind of like that somewhere. So, not sure I'm totally sold on the offset tanks, but it'll be functional over form. So,
Well, you better make up your mind now while it's tacked.
Tacked, I know.
Just knowing you, you're gonna fully weld it and then change your mind and cut it out.
all off, yeah, for real. I think for now I'm gonna let it ride how it is. It doesn't look bad. My OCD crazy.
I think that looks good.
So, yeah, you'll have to see it like with the bedsides on it and everything. I think it'll look pretty good, especially once this is back there and I've got more stuff to go back here anyways. So, I think it's gonna be all right.
Cool.
Yep, moving in the right direction, man.
Yeah,
Getting
once you
closer.
get all that on there, get some lines ran to the engine,
Yep.
start getting that turbo kit knocked out.
Yeah.
Hopefully she starts to come together here soon.
Gonna start getting close, and the wiring, man, and turn the key on. So I'm getting pretty excited.
Yeah, it's come a long way since you first moved here, that's for sure.
Buddy.
It's looking like a whole truck now.
The rusty out chassis and the whole deal.
Yeah.
Come a ways.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah.
Couldn't help yourself.
Nope. Got to see her a little more complete.
Had to pull her out, get the bedsides on there.
She just looks so good out in the sunlight, man.
Dude, it's starting to come together.
Getting there, man.
Well, neighbor's going by in the El Camino bumping.
Yeah, he was straight staring the truck down.
I think it looks good in there with the bedsides on there.
Yep. Totally reassured myself that it's fine. Once the bedsides are on it and you're out here, I think it's gonna look fine.
Yeah, that with the lift pump next to it, the little offset there looks good. You got the chute thrown on there.
Yep. I mean, we still got, like I said, we got other stuff to put back there. Mainly some big nitrous bottles, some transmission cooler
Yeah,
stuff.
which we'll be showing some goodies
Yep.
here in another episode soon
Yeah.
that we were able to get on the way for the truck.
Dude, the truck's gonna have all the bells and whistles. Alright, she's gonna be spraying the house down.
Spraying and praying.
Yep. Can't wait to melt my first piston.
Just don't get jack stand near this thing.
Yeah, for real. sorry, Jack Stan, you're done, dude. You're out of here.
Oh, it looks so good.
Dude, I'm pumped. It looks sick.